18 creative sculptures from around the world. Number 18, Sinking Building. This Australian icon is located in Melbourne, just outside the State Library. Designed by Petrus Spronk and installed in 1993, many speculate the sculpture was meant to look like an archaeological dig. However, others claim that the piece is meant to symbolize the weight of knowledge held in the library itself. No matter the interpretation of this sculpture, it has been a favorite among Australians and tourists for its clever blending of art with the environment. Number 17, The Caring Hand. In Switzerland, about an hour from Zurich, is the work of Eva Ortrilli and Beat Huber. Originally dubbed The Hand, this sculpture quickly became known as the Caring Hands for obvious reasons. Many claim that the work is meant to convey environmental awareness, urging people to be more careful with the world around us. Even if you attach no meaning to the Caring Hand, it is still a beautiful Swiss landmark and an incredible tourist destination. Number 16, Hippo Sculptures. At the Taipei Zoo in Taiwan, director Chen Pao Chung came up with the idea of visitors being able to get close up and personal with some of the creatures exhibited in their African wildlife area. They decided to showcase hippos, some of their visitors' favorites, and ended up with one of the most creative sculptures in the world. Today, this part of the zoo is just as popular for their living attractions. Now guests can experience life-size hippos rising out of the floor without disturbing the real ones. Number 15, Cow Popsicle. This sculpture is part of the biggest and most successful art event you've ever heard of, Cow Parade. Cow Parade has been fundraising through art since 1999 in 79 cities worldwide. This particular sculpture, the Cow Popsicle, was on display in Budapest. During that parade, many cow sculptures littered Budapest, but this one took the cake. Cow Popsicle is only one of the 2,500 cows that have been created through this event since 1999. When it eventually sold at auction, it contributed to over $30 million that Cow Parade has raised for various charities. Number 14, Vicissitudes. This haunting underwater installation is the work of artist Jason DeCaires Taylor. The statues are actual life-size cast of children from Granada, where the sculptures can be found. They are submerged 16 feet underwater and ultimately meant to create an environment for the new coral reef. Over time, the sculpture will disappear entirely, allowing for new life to grow on top of it. Number 13, Black Ghost. If this sculpture doesn't scare you, nothing will. This is the Black Ghost sculpture on a dock in Lithuania, not far from Memel Castle. It is cast out of bronze to withstand the elements and also stands over 7 feet tall. The history of this sculpture dates back to 1595. With its roots in Lithuanian folklore, the history of this sculpture dates back to 1595 with its roots in the Lithuanian folklore. Some say the sculpture is haunted, and judging by the looks of it, I think it might be. Number 12, Popsicle. In Budapest, Hungary, you'll find one of the most colossal pieces on this list. This is Popsicle, an installation created by Irvin Herve Laurent as part of the Contemporary Art Fair of 2014. The sculpture depicts a man tearing through the ground and lifting himself into the fair. Although this piece looks like it's been crafted from solid granite, it is actually fashioned from styrofoam and only took 2 days to complete. Number 11, my man. If you have arachnophobia, steer clear of this sculpture in London, England. Using stainless steel, marble, and bronze, Louise Burgius created this towering female spider named Maman, the French word for mother. This terrifying sculpture is 30 feet high, with legs spanning 33 feet across. Although the sculpture is meant to convey the nurturing protectiveness of a mother, it still makes some onlookers uneasy. Number 10, Transcendence. This sculpture by Keith Jelliam is located, unsurprisingly, in Portland, Oregon, known for its bustling art scene and quirky sense of style. Transcendence is an 11-foot hand-forged sculpture of bronze. Jelliam could not have chosen a more appropriate location for his art piece, which is on the corner of Southwest Park Avenue and Southwest Salmon Street, swimming through the corner of a restaurant called South Park Seafood. Number 9. The Headington Shark. And the award for the most unique sculpture goes to John Buckley for his Headington Shark in Oxford, England. The shark quickly became the most famous resident of High Street in 1986 and has drawn curious visitors from all around the world. The sculpture is an incredible 25 feet long and weighs 400 pounds. This sculpture is made entirely out of fiberglass. Number 8. Man Hanging Out. Do you recognize this statue? Psychology buffs just might. It's Sigmund Freud, the famous psychoanalyst. Artist David Cerny created this sculpture in 1996, and it's been around the world ever since, enjoying exhibitions in London, Berlin, Chicago, and even Grand Rapids, Michigan. At nearly 7 feet tall, the statue is so lifelike that it has caused alarm more than once for passerbys. The statue is so lifelike that it caused alarm more than once for pedestrians in the historic Old Town neighborhood. Number 7. Diminish and Ascend. Each year in Sydney, Australia, on the Bondi beach, is Sculpture by the Sea, the largest annual sculpture exhibition in the world. In 2013, David McCracken submitted this piece Diminish and Ascend, which became a quick favorite among attendees. It is made out of aluminum and works on perspective to create a stairway to heaven. The illusion is created because the aluminum steps become smaller as the staircase ascends. When viewed from the right angle, it seems like you might be able to take these steps into the sky. Number 6. Metamorphosis. This sculpture is a triumph of both art and engineering, created by Prague-born artist David Cerny, responsible for Man Hanging Out on the List. Metamorphosis is his first installation in the United States. This jaw-dropping piece is crafted from 14 tons of stainless steel and stands 25 feet tall. Each layer of the face moves independently from one another, so the face is constantly changing, programmed by unique computer codes controlled by Cerny himself. And don't worry, if you can't make it to North Carolina, there is a constant live stream of the moving statue that can be found on Cerny's website. Number 5. The Bather. So, we all get annoyed with commercials or ads when we're trying to listen to music. Even billboards sometimes get in the way. But one English cosmetics company took advertisement to a whole new level of crazy. In 2011, Soap and Glory, based in the UK, employed German sculptor Oliver Voss to create The Bather. She was placed in Hamburg's Inner Ulster Lake. This sculpture stretches over 67 feet long and raises 13 feet out of the water. Unfortunately, her bath was short-lived, as she was taken out of the water after just 10 days. Number 4. The Awakening. It is the sheer size and expressiveness of this sculpture that brings it to the list of the most incredible pieces from around the world. The Awakening by J. Seward Johnson Jr. It was first installed in the 1980s at Haynes Point in Washington, D.C., where it stayed for 27 years. In 2007, it was purchased for $750,000 and moved to Maryland. The statue is of a giant struggling to break free from the earth, but is actually 5 separate aluminum pieces. The Awakening spans over 70 feet on a beach in the National Harbor, built specifically to showcase the giant. Number 3. Cloud Gate. Cloud Gate is one of the most recognizable sites in the United States. It was designed by Anish Kapoor, who claims liquid mercury as his inspiration, to be the focal point of the Millennium Park in Chicago. Cloud Gate was also known as the Bean by locals. This sculpture was crafted from 168 stainless steel panels that have been polished to seamless perfection. The mirror-like exterior reflects the Chicago skyline, but because of its smooth mirror surface, you can see tourists and locals alike, using it as the ultimate selfie opportunity. Number 2. The Giant Tap. This gravity-defying sculpture is located in Winterthur, Switzerland in Techno Park, and is actually one of the many floating faucets around the world. Others can be found in Spain, Belgium, Wisconsin, Canada, and England. The artist is unknown, but this incredible art piece has drawn visitors from all around the world. It is suspended above the ground and endlessly pours water into the fountain below. If it isn't magic, can you figure out how it works? Number 1. Horizons. This incredible piece will definitely make you do a double take. At first glance, it appears to be a cartoon tissue drawn on the sky. This sculpture is located at the Gibbs Farm Sculpture Park. In fact, this installation is one of Neil Dawson's, who is known for his eye-catching designs that work with perspective to turn the world into an optical illusion. Incredibly, no matter where you're standing in the park, horizons will always look like a floating tissue from any angle. So which one was your favorite? Leave your comment down below. While you're at it, wreck that subscribe button. See you in the next Dynamite TV video.